Oh, hey, you're joining me for Comedy Cooking with Jay, and we're going to be making meatball subs. I'll be going over what you're going to be needing next. Thanks for joining. Hit that like and subscribe and let me know, do you like meatball subs? Because this is a recipe for it. Okay everybody, what you're going to need for the tiny balls we're going to be making for our meatball sub is going to be the following. We've got our onion. Alright, that's going to be sauteed. We're going to be doing that at the very beginning. We've also got our meat. Very important for meatballs. You need your meat, okay? You need our little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Make sure they kiss. Alright, we've also got our Mario and Luigi's secret blend of herbs and spices, also known as Italian seasoning, okay? You're going to need that. You don't want that in your bowl though. Alright, also you're going to need about a cup or half a cup. Depends how much meatballs you're actually going to be making, but you're going to need half a cup of some sort of bread crumb, okay everybody? And then of course you're going to need your eggs, but I didn't get those out at the beginning, but let me grab those eggs. Okay, you're going to need your eggs. I only need one egg for this. One egg. To end your meatball sub, you're going to need the following. Mozzarella. This is fresh mozzarella. Also, you have bread. Your favorite bread, whatever bread you got, really, can you make it anything? I like the bread that looks like a sandwich, kind of like a banh mi bread. I could bake bread later in a later episode, but I didn't bake this one. So enjoy this, but any bread will work. Dutch Crunch, your favorite bread, feel free to sub it in. You want to make sure your oven is set to at least 400 degrees. We're going to want a nice color on the outside of our balls. Add a cup of those onions to a pan. Put it on 5 or 4 or around the low-ish setting. We're going to sweat these onions. We're going to work these onions out in this pot. Going to make them sweat on the 3 or around the low setting. Alright, add some I can't believe it's not butter. While these are sweating down, they're going to become translucent-ish. You don't really want them to have a little burn, but you do want them to be translucent. Add those beautiful translucent onions to your bowl for your meatballs. Okay, next you're going to want to add your beef, your ground beef, to your mixture. Take that out of the package, put it in your bowl. My bowl is right here. It's going to be right in front of me, okay? I'm not dropping this stuff directly on the floor. Take your Mario blend stuff. You're going to want to make sure that it's all the way open. This is a fresh Mario blend, straight from the factory of Mario blend. It's actually got 3.3 times more Mario blend in there, Italian seasoning inside this, so we don't need to use that much. You should take off all that lid so it doesn't get in your food. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Put it in there. I'm going to add about a tablespoon or so. You can use your hand as a measure. Look at my hand. That's about a tablespoon, okay? Tablespoon. I'm going to add a little bit more, just a pinch for love, okay? Put that away. Then you want to take your pepper, add that to your mix. Just a little bit of pepper. About half a teaspoon or so. Then you're going to take your salt. Same things as I said before. Make sure you never place salt directly in. You always want to measure it in your hand. This is going to be about 1/3 of a teaspoon or so. Next, of course, your breadcrumbs. Dump that in there. Next, your egg is your last one. This right here is a hand job. Everybody watch closely. Your items in the bowl, you want to mix them up with your hands. You're a good piece of meat. Good job. With that beautiful ball mixture, you're gonna need a pan. Bigger pan the better. It makes sure that they all are gonna have space between them. I highly recommend getting one of these. I'm in one of those millennials. This is a non-stick surface. You can reuse these like every single day. You don't have to worry about anything sticking on this. You can put sugar, other things, and it's completely reusable. Highly recommended to save the earth and planet that we live on during this crazy time. All right, this next part is very important because we want to make sure that our balls are big enough where everybody's going to want to put them in their mouth. So what you need to do is you need to make sure they're small enough even for the smallest mouth. You kind of want to think of them as every bite you take, you want a ball in your mouth. About this size. Size of an eyeball. Your hand. Circular motions. While these balls are the perfect size for anybody to put in their mouth, we're gonna actually sit these aside and get our tomato sauce started. Really important to be delicious as well. You're gonna need your onions. This is gonna be a cup of onions. Also, a can or so of diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, salt, of course, and pepper, optional completely. And of course, Mario-based seasoning, Italian seasoning. You definitely need this. You don't want to forget your garlic in your recipe. Those onions on there for a while, all beautiful and caramelized. With that garlic, you're gonna add your fresh or diced tomatoes in a can. I've got diced tomatoes in a can because I didn't have time to go out shopping for any fresh tomatoes. Put that in your container. Next, you're gonna add your Mario seasoning or your Italian seasoning. We're gonna go about a tablespoon because we're trying to go low sodium here, so we need a lot more flavor. We're doing 1 tablespoon like that. Everybody can see that? Tablespoon. Measure with your hands, everybody. Figure it out. You'll figure it out after you train a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper in the hand. Next, you add in your tomato sauce or tomato juice. Mix that up. You're gonna wanna take these beautiful balls and put them into the oven at 400 degrees, around the midsection, right there. And then you're gonna have this boiling on the stove. Baileys are basically good luck in cooking, especially French cooking. So we're gonna add 2 luck leaves into our tomato sauce. You want to make sure that's at a low simmer. You don't want to burn off all the good stuff. Alright everybody, of course for a meatball sub you need your bread. We're going to cut our bread. You don't need to do it into your hand, but of course make sure that you do it about a quarter of the way. Not all the way through, about right there. I'm not going to put Parmesan on this. Alright, make sure that your bread is split in half. Just like that. Put mozzarella or your favorite cheese on whatever sides you want. If you don't want cheese, you can leave this out. I'm going to be putting cheese on mine. Cover up the flat sides. You can go both sides, one side. Either way, it's okay. You're good. After that timer goes off, you want to grab your beautiful balls out of the oven. You're going to be a beautiful golden brown like this. If you leave them in there for 20 minutes, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your balls are covered by your sauce. Mix it up just like so. Add some some water to it. If it's not covering your balls sufficiently, I'm gonna add about a quarter cup of water to that. Action. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your sauce and your balls marry together. The flavors are going to combine to make this beautiful flavor in your sauce. Enjoy this next part. Your bread with your mozzarella and your Parmesan into the oven. I highly recommend to put it on broil if you're standing right by. I still have it at 400 degrees, so this is going to be very hot. Placing it on the top part of the oven. Boop. Place it in there just like so. Do not walk away at this time, at any time. Once you put it on to broil. Hit it on that broil, hit the start button, watch it closely. You can even crack it. Just keep an eye on your bread. Keep an eye on it. It's gonna be hot right here. Letting this marry at the same time. Once it reaches the desired toastiness, take it out of the oven. These are our bread sacks, so you want to be very gentle with them. Your bread sack or your ball sack, make sure you grab enough so that every ball is in every bite. It might fall off to the side of the bread sack, just make sure you get it all in there. This is about 3-4 meatballs. You want to make sure you get the sauce over top all the meatballs inside your bread sack or where your balls are going to go, so your ball sack. Make sure that they top it all off. Make it look delicious. Top it off. Okay, dinner's ready. Alright guys, enjoy it with your favorite salad, whichever one you choose. Hope you enjoyed episode 5. Enjoy that with your favorite salad of choice, but eat on. Whatever. I'm gonna be honest with our viewers. I burnt the shit out of them. So, well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with our viewers, and I burnt the bread, so I had to cut it off. Because this is a hand job, you're gonna need both your hands. Oh, Jesus. Alright, make sure you're getting your bread ready in a reasonable time. Our stuff's not done, so we're gonna get this stuff done. After your sauce is married together beautifully, you want to make sure that you stir it up kind of frequently, but not frequently too much. Jesus Christ. You know what I want to say? Alright, let me just flip that around.
Oh, Lord. Alright. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay.
After your sauce is... Okay, it's over. Okay, quiet on the set.